of interesting things happen over the holidays, and I don't know, for whatever reason this year, maybe it's because of the things I get involved in, and people pay attention to them and ask me a lot of questions about what I do, why I do it, and all that kind of thing. Or maybe it's because Trump's now going to be in the White House, and all the people that didn't listen to me are now suddenly listening to me because I told them from day one that Biden took office that Trump was going to be back, and of course everybody said no, that's never going to happen, and everyone said that. And when I turned out to be completely right, suddenly I have a lot of credibility. It just so happens to be the way it works, I guess, in the world. So I'm getting a lot of questions, and one of the things that comes up is why I'm not more social, and why I go to some of these events and kind of sit in the back of the room and don't say anything. And I'm reluctant to even go to some of these things. Not because I want to be antisocial, but there's a cost to doing some of the things that I do. There's a cost to being me. I'll put it that way. I think it's nice that people out there in the world find things they enjoy doing in life, and they're nicely distracted by those things. That's okay. It's okay to have interests. But for me, it really comes back to the Matrix, the movie Matrix. If you remember that, there was the people who lived the blue pill life, who were plugged into the machine, and the simulation ran and they enjoyed themselves. And then there's the people who are on the red pill life. And I think that's a good way to describe kind of where I'm at in the world. I've been a red pillar for a very long time, since well before that movie ever came out, and that was in the 90s. And I'm more so that now than I ever was, just because I'm happy as a red pillar. And I do encourage people to become more red pillars, but it's not for everyone. And usually when you go to these events and people start talking about, oh, my kid's gonna go to here and gonna do this and gonna do that, and no, I bought a new lawnmower, and those are all fine things. It's nice that people like things. Oh, what about the sports scores for LSU? What about Alabama? Are they gonna make it to the playoffs? Ohio State is gonna do this. And I just listen. I enjoy that people enjoy those things, but I don't enjoy those things. In fact, I hate hanging around with blue pill people too long because it wears me out. Because I can't do those kinds of conversations. It's hard. It's painful for me to do blue pill life. Now, I might have compassion for them. I might want them to do well in life, but that doesn't mean I want to attach myself at their hip. And it certainly doesn't mean I want to listen to what they have to say. I got about a 3-second window for blue pillars diatribes about their interests, which is, as it so happens to be, most people. It's not that I hate them. I just don't enjoy conversing with them. If we're not talking about red pill topics, I really don't have much interest in chatting about anything. So we go to some of this stuff, and I sit in the back of the room. Unless I'm the one doing all the talking, I lose interest pretty quick because I really don't want to hear about somebody's lawnmower. I'm not too interested in people's golf games. I'm not at all interested in the blue pill life stuff that some of the people want to rule us, create as policy and fashion to control us like sheep in a pen being herded, where they decide they want to take us because they control the messages that make the blue pill life work. I'm all red pill, and red pill is about the only thing I enjoy. And so I have found that it's best for me to be quiet and just not say anything rather than try to explain to blue pillars what's going on in a red pill existence, because they just don't have it in them. They don't. If they did, they would ask more questions. They might be a little bit curious, which is why they want to hang around me to begin with. But the minute you start giving them too much, they phase out and start wanting to talk about getting gas for the lawnmower. And I'm just like, these are simple things to talk about and simple things to think about. And I get bored with it real quick, the way I'm wired and have lived my life. I don't live my life in a blue pill way at all. It's all red pill, red pill, red pill, and then red pill. And if people aren't doing red pills, living that life of wanting to know the truth behind everything, then it's just not a very interesting conversation. So it's not anything personal against anybody, but to be in that frame of mind and know some of the things that I do, and to learn at the rate that I do, and connect things the way I do, it has a cost. And that cost means you really can't sit around and you can't like dip your toe in the blue pill world and expect to have a red pill revelation that's beneficial to people seeking it. Those two things don't go together. I know an awful lot of people who are blue pillars, and they're happy being blue pillars, and it pays well to be blue pillars. A lot of the reasons some of these jobs out there pay so well, and people can have the nice homes that go with them, and all of the ceremonial stuff that cascades off a blue pill life, is because you're being paid to be a blue pillar. You're being paid to stay plugged in the machine, participate in the machine, because the machine has value to people who want to be in control and be in charge of things. So the blue pill life pays well, and if you do what they tell you to, you'll be rewarded. And for some people, that's fine. And when they're in the comfort of their homes, and the bills are paid, and the kids are off to college, and all that stuff's cool, they then find a little bit of capacity to start talking about red pill stuff. But that doesn't last very long, because you have to have a commitment to something. You can't have your feet in both worlds. Blue pills, red pills don't go together. I like going to like baseball games and football games, movies, and things that people genuinely enjoy going to, because I like seeing what people enjoy. And I genuinely enjoy sporting events, especially in the summer months. I find it interesting to go visit the blue pill stuff, but I have a very limited capacity for it. When the shoe's on the other foot, though, you don't find blue pill people very willing to go to red pill concepts, and it takes a lot out of you to try and have a conversation with them. And that doesn't mean that you're stuck up and not willing to accommodate people for what I would call a frailty or a handicap, a weakness of some kind. It's just that people make decisions in life, and a lot of people pick safety and security and a less strenuous life on purpose. You know, you have a family, you want the family to do well, so you take the blue pill. You have a decent house, you have decent cars, you have a decent job, you have a decent spouse, you have decent amenities. Do the blue pill things, and you'll be rewarded, because they want you to stay in the blue pill. It's like you pat a dog on the head when it does what it's supposed to do. You give it a attaboy, there you go. You went to the bathroom outside, and you did it, and go with the bathroom inside. Nice on you. And that's the blue pill life. And a lot of people are on it, and it pays extremely well, because you reward the dogs for being blue pillars, because the machine wants people in the system to obey them. But if you're a rebel and you're a red pillar, and you're going to try to disrupt the system from the inside out, and you're going to see things way ahead of time before anybody else does, there's a cost. And like I said, Trump is going to be back, and people are like, no, that's not going to happen. That can't happen. He's done, because the blue pill world's in control. No, you have a red pill rebellion, and people are waking up, and more people are coming to this way of life. And I'm just telling you, he's going to be back. He's going to be the president again. No. Yes. And how do you see that stuff? Well, if you're looking at the world through a red pill viewpoint, you're going to see more than other people see. And the blue pillars don't want to see it. They can't see it. But when given an option out of rebellion, sometimes they pick it. And they did in Trump's case. And that's kind of the trend of the world. The blue pill life has let people down, and they are rebelling against it, only from their own safety and security. As long as they're doing well in life, they tend to be a little bit open to the idea of the red pill existence. I have a lot of people who read my blog, gunfighterguide.shop, who are in the background. You might have seen recently, I posted the numbers for the last few months. It's like 83 million people have tuned in. They're awfully quiet, because most of them are people just trying to think about, I'm in the blue pill, but what's just beyond the horizon? What's just out there? And just like in the movie Matrix, you have to take the red pill to see it and participate in it. And then their minds get blown up, and sometimes they go insane over the fact that everything they thought they knew, they don't know. And it's everything's upside down and inside out. But that's the real truth that's out there. And it scares them. So they stay in the blue pill and they mow their grass. They listen to their classic rock on the radio and don't think about it too much. Get a new bottle of wine at Costco, sip on it, get a little intoxicated, and don't get too deep down the red pill hole. And when they're feeling a little daring, they log onto my blog site and read it, and then quickly put the blue pill back in the mouth and get back to what they consider to be sanity. So, for me personally, there's a cost to the red pill life, but it's a cost that I think is worth it. I think more people would be happy if they truly knew what was really happening, but it isn't for everybody. And there is a definite distinction that you can't really cross the two over. And when I do try to do it for personal reasons, because I like the people who are living the blue pill life, I want to see them succeed and be happy, but not on my own expense. I can only do so much of that before it just ruins my day. So I only do it for short spurts, and that would be the reason why. Blue pills and red pill people do not go well together. And there is a distinct difference, and there is a cost to the red pill. But for me, it's worth paying, and I will do it continuously, forever. Anyway, it's Rich Hoffman here. Share, subscribe, make tomorrow a better day. If you haven't read my book, The Gunfighter's Guide to Business, I think you'll love it. Anyway, have a good day. See you later.